All right, guys, so here we go. Core Crusher opens up with 3 sets of 10 strict leg raises or toes to bar. So kind of whatever you kind of feel like you want to get, you bring it up to this high 90, a little bit higher if you can, or toes to bar. If you do toes to bar, really try to concentrate on just using your abdomen to pull this up, not on overlapping your way up to the bar, right? So goals to keep the form and to go unbroken, so rest appropriately in order to do said task. So then afterwards you got 4 rounds of 12 weighted figure eights. What's that? Cool. So that's what those bad boy looks like. And then if you need to scale it instead of a weight, you can just awesome. After that, you've got a 1-minute plank hold, 30 seconds to 60 seconds rest between rounds, depending on kind of how fatigued you are, how much rest you need in there. 4 rounds through. Then for glute gains, we got 4 sets of 10 of this 1.5 squats, right, with a nice light weight. If you start to go heavy, you're gonna have a very hard time biasing this in your glutes, almost no matter what. If you can't keep it light enough to really punch into your glute as you're sitting back into this, squeeze through your glute as you're standing it back up, then inevitably with the extra weight, you're gonna start to put it into your quads, into your hamstrings, into your low back, and that's not the focus of glute gains. So try to keep it a little bit lighter with that in mind. Real light, honestly, would be best. Barbell would be great. If you need to add weight, then you probably don't have great control of your glutes. So practice a little bit more. Try to really focus on your glutes specifically. And what this is gonna look like is you're gonna go down, then you're gonna come halfway up, then you're gonna go down again, then you're gonna come all the way up again. Stretch through the glutes on the bottom, squeeze through the glutes on the top. Here's a little demo. Awesome. Rest is needed between rounds, and then you're gonna move on to 4 rounds of a 20 med ball curtsy lunge. Holding on to the med ball, curtsy lunge back, again, punch through the glute, and then a 20 banded 45-degree step backs like we did before. 20 each side. You set up, stepping back, switch to the other side. 20 in total, 1 minute rest between rounds. On to arm assault. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. So arm assault has some real specific notes at the bottom that Rob put up. Coach's notes on targeting isometric contractions. And in fact, it's the same thing we were just talking about with the glutes. If you can't focus on the muscle you want to squeeze, then inevitably you're not going to build that muscle. So with that in mind, what he has here as we skip down to the bottom is for your part 1B and your part 2B, the weight is going to either be resting against the chest or on the ground, but you're still going to be squeezing contraction, and you're going to initiate from that solid contraction as well. On the bottom section, we're looking at on this plate pronated curls, it says 25 recommended for men, 10 to 15 for women, but again, it says that the weight is less relevant than max contraction, so keep it in that. So to kick this off, you got 3 to 4 rounds of 5 barbell supinated curls with a 1 second eccentric lower, a 3 second, like a very deliberate, a 3 second max contraction, bringing it back up as strong as you possibly can. Again, the X is about contracting the muscle, not moving the external resistance, aka the weight, and then a 1 second squeeze in the top. Then you got 5 JM presses, 1 3X, 1 again, like we already talked about. 3 to 4 rounds in part 2, cable curls, same tempo, 5 tape presses to the chest. At that point, 1 3X, 1 again, and then 3 to 4 rounds of this plate pronated curl. What we're looking at, again, make sure that you're using a wise weight, 1 3X, 1. Cable tricep extensions, 1 3X, 1 as well. 1 minute rest between rounds. So remember, almost all of Wednesday, right? I mean, you got Prowler and you got Strongman and all that, but specifically for core, for glutes, and for the arms, it's more about focused contraction on the muscle you want than it is move as much weight as possible. That's why this day is here, is to work on these lagging areas. So give them the mindset that they need, give them the thought process they need in order to continue to build them. Don't turn today into a day to slang as much weight as possible. In fact, you're gonna get the most out of as much focus as possible, which in turn will help you slang the most weight as possible. Booyah, never quit.